Hi there, this is day 67 of Drop of 78, and here is Wheel of Fortune from Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot, and of course, this is the namesake of the deck. The Roman goddess Fortuna, who was renamed Dame Fortune in the Middle Ages, remained very popular and feared throughout the medieval period. To appease her fickle nature, it became customary to present gifts to her around the turn of the year, and that developed into the custom of servants or peasants giving their masters or rulers gifts. And later on, that was turned around where those more fortunate were more traditionally giving gifts to those less fortunate. And it developed into our tradition of giving gifts to each other around Yuletide. And I would assume the gift giving made it easy to tie in the nativity story once we Christianized the holiday. One of the reasons this figure was popular enough to be included in a tarot deck was the popularity of a work by Boethius called Consolation of Philosophy, in which he is unjustly imprisoned and speaking with the female embodiment of philosophy. She reminded him that Fortune is a blindfolded goddess and that there's no point in trying to change the turn of the wheel. She said it was more helpful to call upon the virtue prudence in order to size up what lies ahead. This blindfold on Dame Fortune is an example of the earlier symbolism, which indicates that she is unfair, and it demonstrates how arbitrary her actions are. The figures riding on the Wheel of Fortune often have animal features, and in the case of the TDM tarot, the creatures have been associated with Greco-Egyptian deities, but more likely they are theramorphic humans, which are humans who have animal attributes, or intended to be regular animals, which is a common way to indicate folly or being inclined to more instinctual actions. Here, the folly of the person on top and the person on the downward trend is indicated by the ass's ears and the ass's tail. The person on the left is stating Reignabo, or I will reign. The person on top says Regno, or I reign. The person going down says Regnavi, or I have reigned. And the person on the bottom says Sum sine regno, I am without reign. Demellet labeled this card the injustice of the fickle goddess, and Coeur de Javelin just labeled it the Wheel of Fortune. Hewson notes that the wheel can be seen to represent the querent's public image or friends and associates, as well as financial condition, or that of their employer or business associates. His keyword for this card is fickle fortune, and upright, good, rewarding times coming, growth, well-disposed friends and benefactors, and reversed, bad, troublesome times following growth, possibly from hollow friends or unreliable business associates. I forgot to mention this is a makeup video for yesterday, and yesterday I did have a good, rewarding time with friends and did a gift exchange in honor of Dame Fortune, one could say. That was a busy weekend, but I will try to get back on track and see you again later this evening. Bye.